We're going to discuss some details about balance and communication for this figure, change places, which you can apply generally to any of your dancing. First of all, as always, there's no pushing or pulling. We follow the law of balance, so we dance without any tension or pressure in the connection. So we're going to start here. Watch these dancers. I'm the leader. Now we're going to start with the ladies, what the lady's doing. So the leader sent her back. So you see she stepped back. And then he asked her to come back forward. So she's going to come back forward here. The way he asked her to come back forward is he moved the connection straight in this direction. Now, this establishes, when she changes her weight or starts to change her weight from this foot to that foot, that establishes her line of dance. So she knows she's going this way until she can't go any further. Now, when we did the hesitation step, she stopped because she was blocked in the direction she was moving. But now, she's going to continue to go straight, take every step on that line. So she's been asked to go straight. The second thing he asked her to do was to turn. And the way he asked her to turn is the connection is in the hands. He moved the connection around her. So he's moving the connection around her standing leg. And you can see that she's already started to rotate. She's turned her toe out. She started to turn her head. Now she's not looking over here at him. She's looking over here because what she wants to do, now that she knows she's going to turn, is get her head all the way around and face in that direction. So the communication is done. Here she's going to go straight and turn around. And we can't see her face anymore, but now we can. So we see her head is already facing in this direction, even though the leader's over here to the side. So this is what we want. We don't want the follower looking at the leader the whole time. We want her to do what he asked her to do, which is go straight and turn right. And we'll just finish up with her. And she's going to have to stop here because that's as far as she can go. So the two reasons she stops is she's blocked in the direction she's going, which is what happened in the basic or hesitation step. And here she must stop because if she went any further, she would create tension in the connection. And the same thing happens again. She's going to step back. He brings her forward by moving the connection forward. And this is very light. And that creates her line in this direction. And once again, he's moving the connection around her standing leg. And she's already started to turn her head. And see, she's looking past him. She's not looking over here at him. She's looking past him. She's not really looking here. She's trying to get her head around to look back down the way down her line. Notice that her feet are together. When she came forward, she brought her knees and ankles together. And instead, she didn't swing her leg around, take a big wide side step. That's a problem. So this is good. And she took a tiny back step because she had a turn, which is all good. She's now facing back down her line. And she's going to step back straight. So she went straight, turned, and she's going to finish going back down her line. Every step on her line. And when she turns, she takes a half a turn on a step. There we go. And now we're back. They're doing the basic step. And same thing. She goes back until she can't go any further. And she stops coming forward because he's blocking her. So this is all the followers' most important elements. Notice she stays over her front foot. So does he. We can look at that. When she goes back, notice she stays over her front foot. She's not putting her heel down. She could put her heel down as long as her weight stays over the front of her foot. We tell people to keep that heel up so that they don't fall backwards. But if you can keep your body forward like this, notice her shoulders are not falling they're not over her hips here. They're over her hip, but not over all the way behind her. So that's really good. And then the same thing, there they go again, and we'll just watch. Okay, so look how tight her turn is. You can't even see her foot on the other side of him yet. So that's really good. We want her feet to be together when she turns. And see how she brings her knees and ankles together here? This is what gives her really good balance. Again, see both people are keeping their weight forward. This allows them to dance to much faster music. If you wonder why you're working hard and you can't keep up, even to slow music, it's because you're not staying forward here. You're not bringing your feet together. It's all these little things add up. You have tension in the hand hold. All these different things cost you time. You only have an average of, say, about a half a second. So if you lose 1/10 of a second in the hand hold because you do a little yank, well, that costs you 20% of your time. If you put your heel down and let your shoulders come back, there's another 1/10. And now you lost 20% of your time, and so on. So all these little imprecisions add up. If you swung your leg around instead of turning around into the side step, then that would be another 1/10. So we watch her here. So she turned around here. Now remember, this is not a performance. This is social dancing. It's a little demonstration, but these dancers haven't practiced this specifically for this performance and evaluated what they're doing. This is just how they naturally do what they're doing. So it's very different than when you watch performers performing routine who have gone over every step. They've watched it on video. They've corrected every little thing they're doing. So now we're going to look at the leader. Let's go back to the beginning. Look at some details about how this is led and the leader steps. Okay, so they're standing here, and you have to send the follower back before you go back. So, okay, he's starting to move his foot, but he hasn't moved, that's me. He hasn't moved his body yet. That's fine. And he's already started to lead her back. So you can see there's been a little extension in the hand right here. He's opening the fingers. This is actually what he's doing. Okay. So the hand is almost completely open here. And that's how he sends her back. Right? He's moved the connection in that direction. And so he's free to take his step now. If he hasn't really moved back too far. If he started to move back and then tried to lead it, the connection really wouldn't move anywhere. So for leaders, your general rule is you got to lead the lady first, and then you can go. Okay, once she got it, she's moved real quickly. And before she has had a chance to transfer her weight to the back foot, you kind of give her, see that he's started to move the connect. It's hard to see here, but he's moved his fingers back towards himself. So she knows to come back right away. And her rule is to keep her hands and the parts that are touching within the handhold the same. So she's not going to let her hands slide out, but she hasn't curled her fingers to hang on. So she's just keeping her hand flat inside his hand. Both hands are flat. So they're not using any tension at all. It's more like you could think of it as a force field or a magnet, where she's just going to keep her hand here and not let her arm extend beyond here. that distance. So she knows she has to come back. And when she comes back, her rule is to keep going straight. And all he has to do is block her here and not allow her hands to come any further forward than he wants her to. If he wanted her to take a big step forward, he could pull the connection closer to him, not pull her, but just put his hands closer to him where she would come forward further and then stop. Okay, let's go back. Now to get her to turn in this figure, change places, the leader doesn't really have to do anything special because you automatically have led her forward from the previous position, and by going around her, he's going around her. They're not going around each other. She's staying on a line. By going around her, you naturally move the connection around her standing leg. So that is a signal for her to turn. Once she starts rotating, you just relax this connection here and let her turn on her own. Now at the end of the turn, he's going to, let's watch this. So at the end of the turn, when she gets here, he actually is allowing her rock back, but he's got to lead her back forward. And then, again, he's going to round her. Now, let's look at the leaders. So that's how they're leading. Now, the actual unit of communication is he invites her to do something, and then he's going to wait for her to finish before he does something else. So if she did something other than what he led, that's okay. It doesn't matter. He just waits for her to finish. Now, let's look at his footwork. Okay, so he did a rock step on the line, and now he's going to go around her to the side. That's fine, but it's not. It can be more efficient. So we're going to just watch this. So he stepped to this middle spot between the two partners to the side. And he's bringing his back leg in front. The mistake a lot of people make, and also notice he also brings his feet, knees and ankles together, is they bring that leg behind. And that you lose a lot of time by bringing it behind. So by bringing it in front, you can execute this maneuver much faster. And he comes in front and goes here. And let's watch again. He does it again. Again, he's stepping in front. And back to our basic step. So that's depending on the leader, how far you want to get and how fast the music is and so on. You can do it that way. It's not wrong. Okay. However, there are ways to be a little bit to be more efficient if you need to be. So here he went rock step, and now he's going to take his next step over here. Instead of going a one backwards, he could go a one sideways. So could go here, and then one. So he's doing a one, and then two is going to be here. So we have, if we went off the lady's line, and then one here, he'd already be on the side. And so when he came forward, he might have centered himself, say, another tenth of a second or more. Okay, so he had to go one to here instead of one there. So that would be a little faster. Could be a little more efficient. Secondly, this foot is going to go over here. So he's covering a lot of territory. They're literally going from changing places all the way. But what he could do, instead of going to this spot where she was, as she passes by, he could step right here, straight ahead, in front of her. That would allow her to go actually a little further, and it would be faster for him. So, again, that's a choice where the leader wants to end up. Either one is fine. And the third inefficiency we can have here. So he's just done one change places. He's going to do a second change places. So instead of, what he's going to do is a one here. So he's turned to face her, and he's done another one. Instead, he could have crossed over, since he knows he's doing a second one, he could cross over to the other side and have done the one there, and that would save him a little bit of time. And what that lets you do is dance to faster music. So the more efficient you are, the faster the music you can dance to, and you can do more styling options because you have more time between your beats. So those are a couple of things to look for. Let's look at it again.